Micah Frankel, CageMinds.com. We got Nicco Montano with us, and we're talking about King of the Cage, Will Power. For you, it's going to be a new venture, a new weight class, dropping to 125 pounds. First off, thank you for the time, and obviously, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling quick. I'm still strong, and I can't wait to get back in there.
So, originally it was announced your first trip down to 125 pounds was going to be the big one. It was going to be for the title.
Yeah.
Injury stopped that from happening.
Yeah.
How do you deal with disappointment?
Camp was kind of a struggle for me for a bit because I'm normally a 135 versus my body's, used to being at 135, walking around a little heavier, obviously. But it kind of helped me to adapt a little bit more and be more comfortable. So I actually think it was kind of like a blessing in disguise, Like I said, I feel stronger. I've been able to figure out my metabolism, and then all that other junk. So I think there's injury, I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear that she broke her arm and everything. That sucks for sure, but it's helped me to be more comfortable with 125 for this fight.
And then how drastic of a change was the diet?
Very. I started counting my calories, keeping track of my macros, all that junk, and started realizing how much just empty fuel I've been putting in my body, food without nutrition. So I've been very conscious about my diet now.
And now how is that all translated into the way you feel during training sessions?
I feel great. I eat for fuel right before classes, right before my privates, and I just manage my food, and I look great. I feel great. So.
And we've not caught you yet in that hangry phase.
No, I'm good. I ate right before I came here. You're lucky.
I'm lucky. I don't want to be any side of the ill will. We'll save all that up for Shannon Dobson. She comes in already having been a champion from Oklahoma, CSC, Sugar Creek Showdown. So what kind of challenge does this present to you? Another regional champion. You have a big test anyway for your first time down at 125.
I feel like any fight at this point for me is going to be, high ranking up there. My last fight was with Pam, and now she's the champ for 135, King of the Cage, and that was a split decision. So jumping down to 125 to check out how I feel, I'm not too worried or anything, it's just about me in that cage when I get in there. So facing Shannon Dobson, who is the SCS champ at 125, is just going to be another experience for me to learn from, win or lose.
And have you heard any specifics about her game, what she does well?
Yeah, she's a striker. She's a boxer, which is, being a mixed martial artist, I've got to be well-rounded, and especially working with Arlene here, I don't feel like there's any holes in my game.
And for most of us, though, this will be a test, at least, of seeing those striking skills put on display, because a lot of times that we've seen you here locally, you've thrown girls down and either beat them up or submit them just plainly.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like that? How do you feel you're going to do faring and showing us those striking techniques that you've picked up now in a live atmosphere?
I think I'll be able to be more comfortable standing. My last couple of fights I've been able to I guess just give you guys a little taste of it, right? But now that I've been really practicing, getting my privates in with R and practicing with Brenda, who's a striker herself, I'll just show you guys that I'm a lot more comfortable.
You did take home a split decision loss, first time losing. What'd you take away and learn from that fight?
I guess most important is just to keep a healthy mindset with this whole thing. The loss was a loss, right? Nobody wants to lose, but it was a split decision, and I did have fun. And my opponent, she was very strong, obviously, and she was a purple belt in jiu-jitsu as well. Her ground game was awesome, and she played a good ground and pound, and I think that's what stole it that second round. but her attitude was great, and I think that's what's like the main feature for any mixed martial artist is to have that attitude.
And then totally off topic, thinking about the ground game. I saw you there last Saturday. What did you think of Pro 9 being at Fight to Win?
I thought that was so cool. I'm happy for Seth with whichever direction he wants to take his promotions. You know, I fought for him and won my amateur title at 135 from his Fight to Win up in Denver when I was still with Nicco Martial Arts. And now he's going around and doing this Fight to Win grappling tournament. Oh, that's not a tournament, but the
event,
right?
Matches, event, but yeah.
And I had a bunch of DMA people. My old coach, Chris Jones, was out there, and a bunch of kids from here, a couple of teammates from here at FIT were on the card. So I was excited, and I was so full of joy to watch everybody up there on the stage.
And then watching all that grappling, and it's your first love, it's what got you into it. Did that almost make you want, I need to do something like this soon too?
Yeah. My main focus right now is MMA. You know, I kind of got to prioritize my events, especially if I want to succeed at specifically this one. You know, I'm not getting any younger, so I got to be able to keep my direction toward MMA for right now, and then you know, I can venture off whenever I feel like it afterwards with jiu-jitsu and with whatever else I want to do.
And what's that big goal, that focus? What is the mindset on right now?
UFC, obviously. I would really like to get, you know, there's rumors going around of 125 division in the UFC. I would really like to try myself in there. You know, I went and tried out for the UFC, the tough show for 135, and I was one of the few who got through for 135, but there was just so few that they didn't have enough to make the show, so they stuck in the 115ers. So I feel like I got my name out there, and I'm ready to go. 125, 135, put me in. I want to have fun.
And then one more time for King of the Cage, Will Power. What's the message to the fans and the people that you want to get out there to fill up the seats?
I would just want to, first of all, I want to thank all my fans and supporters, my family from Guy, Farmington, Denver. I have my sister coming. My sponsor, Anthony Del Lorenzo, he's been with me since my first fight out in New Jersey. I'd like to thank Damage Control here in Albuquerque for hooking it up with our mouth guards. And King of the Cage, Fit and HB, you know, all my local supporters for sure. If without them, then there'd be no show.
Thank you for the time.